family the old-fashioned way.
Rich, it's too late.
Next Wednesday.
The evidence I do have will actually make the boys and Blue think you did.
Give it to me! Everyone's coming out swinging.
You deserve to die, Gary, and you won't have a miraculous recovery.
How much time would they give me if I burn the airport down? I'm sorry, what?
There's a big partner meeting going on. Girl, it's go time.
What is the meaning of this? Effective immediately. Make good on your word, or I won't.
Tyler Perry's Sistas. All new next Wednesday at 9. Watch it live on BE.
Hey y'all, it's your girl Missniecytv, and I'm here to break down the trailer for Sistas Season 8, Episode 19. The trailer starts off with Sabrina talking to Rich, and Rich tells Sabrina that they should start their family the old-fashioned way, and Sabrina's like, it's too late. I think this is when Sabrina will tell Rich that she decided to go through with her plan of getting Damani sperm and not trying with Rich, and I think this is going to be the end of their relationship, which it should be, and I feel so bad for Rich because he put his pride aside and decided that he wanted to start a family with Sabrina. Well, she's telling him that she's going to start a family with the man that he didn't want her to do the process with in the first place. So now I think this is going to... She's always going to feel some type of jealousy and animosity towards Damani, and it's always going to be a problem in the relationship with Sabrina, so you should just leave. Then we see Tamara looking dumbfounded when Fatima tells her the evidence that I do have will make the police definitely think that you did. Because remember in last week's episode, Fatima went over there to talk to Tamara, and Tamara didn't want to open the door for her, and Fatima's like, I think you want to talk to me because I have evidence that your play husband was trying to kill Gary. So Fatima pulls out her phone and she shows Tamara the video of Tamara and Gary, and Tamara tries to lunge for the phone and she's like, give it to me. Fatima has every right to defend herself, but then she just tells Zach that she wasn't going to Hayden's house to fight, that they were just going to talk. Fatima didn't have to do that girl in like that. Fatima, what happened to you carrying precious cargo? Did you forget about that? I think you did. Over at the hospital, we see Jordan yoking Gary up, and he's like, you deserve to die, Gary. But in the 15-second trailer, he's like, my sister lost everything because of you. Which is very true, but Penelope is also to blame for this. And he gave her some information that was supposed to help her leave her toxic situation with Gary, but she decided to go confront Gary about some information that had nothing to do with her, and she ended up in a situation that she never thought she would be in. While you're blaming Gary for everything that happened, which you have every right to, you should be telling your sister to take some accountability for her actions as well. Then we see Danny talking to Andy, and she's like, how much time would I get for burning the airport down? And Andy's like, what happened? And then Danny goes into the situation about how she got fired. She basically says that Tony fired her because she threw coffee on Leonard and she got fired. No. First of all, Danny, you didn't get fired. You got suspended without pay. And second of all, Tony didn't fire you. He was just the one that delivered the news about HR in the decision. Then we see Fatima get a call from somebody and she's like, there's a main partner meeting going on. And then she calls Andy and she's like, it's go time. The next thing we know, we see Fatima and Andy and they roll up in the law firm with all black on, and Fatima has while I understand that Fatima has every right to stand up for herself and stand up for Andy as her friend, right? This is not the way to do it, and I don't know why the writers are trying to diminish Fatima and Andy's character by doing it. Why do they have Fatima trying to play that token ghetto black girl all the time? She has a professional side to her, and they could handle this in a Now they're always going to think that Fatima's way of handling things and Andy's way of handling things is ghetto and trying to get violent, which just never should be like that. Black women would never handle themselves like this in the first place. They would either take the high road or they would never stay in a place that they're not wanted. But Andy basically goes on to say, give me the job that I'm promised or I walk. Andy, if you think this was the right way about going to get your job back, you're sadly mistaken. If anything, this is going to make them want to fire you more. Andy and Fatima, this is not the way you conduct yourself in front of white people. Y'all should know that. Mr. Benson's basically like, what's the meaning of all this? Mr. Benson actually don't know. They were sitting there trying to prove a point, but the point didn't get proven. It just made them look dumb and stupid. Then Miss Marie shows up out of nowhere, and she's sitting there looking impressed. Miss Marie, you should not be impressed by this. Miss Marie, you have good advice for everything else and everybody else, but why didn't you tell them about how they should conduct themselves in a professional manner when they go about? Is this the way you went up to record labels demanding your respect when you was doing music? I really hope not. But back in those days, they probably could have got away with it. Let me know what you guys think about the trailer. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Turn on your bell notifications. Bye!